You know, sometimes in life, the path you start on is not necessarily the path you stay on, especially when it comes to a career.
That's right. Things change and unexpected opportunities may come your way. The Megee family in Georgetown knows this all too well. They've been running a successful car dealership for 65 years. Ryan Spiro shares their generational story and commitment to the community.
When driving down North Bedford Street in Georgetown, you can't help but notice Megeemotors. But have you ever considered the story behind the business?
It's a family business. Dad started the business back in 1948, 65 years ago. He came from an orphanage, so he was a self-made person. His mother passed away when he was 14, and he had to come up the hard way.
Terry Megee is the president and owner of Megeemotors. He says his dad, Floyd, helped lay the foundation that the business has built itself upon. So how did it all start? Terry says his father began working in the poultry industry, but years later would make a career out of working at a gas station and pursuing his interest in cars.
In 1945, he had two people that wanted to build him a filling station and get him started, and he loved cars, so it was an easy fix. And in 1948, after this happened, he started selling Studebaker cars in that filling station in Ocean View, Delaware.
Terry says his father then came to Georgetown in 1955 and opened the current dealership. In fact, this is a place where Terry spent a great deal of time growing up.
The picture of me in the little car is when I'm 2 years old and I'm playing with the keys in the showroom with the Studebaker dealership. But I grew up here. I started cleaning cars here, worked in the parts department, worked in the service department, went to college, married my high school sweetheart.
That high school sweetheart is this woman right here, Vanessa Megee. Vanessa is also the owner and vice president of the business. Both Vanessa and Terry say they had other aspirations before getting into the car industry.
I was going to be a fashion merchandiser and move to New York City and be a buyer for a department store. That was what I was going to be.
Well, I wanted to be a professional basketball player, and I had trouble jumping, so that failed. I wanted to be an architect, and I still draw plans, but business was the degree that I decided to go after, and I never had any change in mind, I guess, after 12th grade that I was going to come back here and work.
The hard work paid off. In 1992, Terry and Vanessa, both in their mid-30s, decided to buy the company.
Well, when we first started purchased the business, we had gone to a couple different banking establishments, and they felt that we were a little bit young to take this on and thought maybe that his dad should stay in the business and maybe sign behind us. And we didn't really want to do that. We thought we've got all this handled and we don't need a co-signer with us. And he wants to get out, he's ready to retire, and we're ready to take over.
And as it turned out, they were right. Megeemotors is now in its third generation. Terry and Vanessa's son, Matt, is the service manager. Their daughter, Lindsay, is the finance manager. And the next generation is on its way up the ladder, so to speak.
We're going strong, and now we have the fourth generation coming up, a 14-month-old granddaughter that I think she's got that car business smile.
The Megee family will tell you that their business has been through some tough times over the last few years because of the economy. Terry says they've remained strong throughout because of the support from their customers and dedication of their employees.
Your business is only good as your employees, and we've been very fortunate to have excellent salespeople, excellent managers, excellent technicians through this whole time period.
But Terry and Vanessa say Megeemotors' commitment goes beyond their showroom.
We love supporting the youth activities, whether it was baseball, Boys and Girls Club.
And within the last 3 years, they've also committed themselves to making sure every child has a Merry Christmas.
To make a kid smile, it's real important, and children just want attention. But when it comes to Christmas time, there is a need for gifts. And when Chrysler and Dodge asked us dealers to participate in this, it was a no-brainer. We jumped into it full force into being a drop-off spot for the Toys for Tots, knowing that you're going to help children. We're looking for new toys for boys and for girls. It can be any toys that you know would make a kid smile, and just drop them off here. They wanted them to be picked up by the 15th, but they've always extended that, so as soon as possible, because they want to distribute them so the families can have them for Christmas morning.
Next time you drive by Megeemotors, you'll not only know its history, but appreciate its commitment to the community it serves.
And Terry McGee told Brian that he started working full-time at the family business in 1977. He even remembers selling his very first car as a salesman, which was a Chrysler New Yorker to a couple from Harbison.
Oh, wow. That's one of those moments you just never forget. How about that?
Absolutely.